Courtney Strong wrote an email.
Courtney Strong.
Will and Sherm, advice needed. I'm a 29-year-old single woman looking to find my PT sicko. Your show gets me in the feels on every sode, hearing the love and grace you have for your wife and kids and all the PT sickos that share their time in the trenches or their crack of cold ones. I get to live my dream vicariously through all of you killer PT Sixers. I was blessed with meeting a Superman of a single dad and imagined being his daughter's step MT6 in the future. It didn't work out. And that took all the wind out of my sails for that new chapter I desired. As the youngest child of 4 by over a decade and 8 nieces and nephews, there's an unspoken pressure to find my PT sicko before the unthinkable happens to either of my parents. I'm a hardworking, self-sufficient, loyal, financially stable, and very laid back, go with the flow type of girly. I was blessed to purchase my own home last August. My 9-year-old golden doodle dog is the center of my world, as he is all I got for the day today. In parentheses, I have a wonderfully close and supportive family. And as he gets older, the fear sets in, I'll be alone. Advice needed. Where should I be looking to find a good quality man that will be a great PT sicko? I hesitate to go on dating apps and don't go out to bars as often. All my friends are either in long-term ships or getting married. This is a Midwestern Michigan girlie that needs help from the real ones. Blessed for you boys. Courtney Strong.
Courtney sounds like a catch.
Courtney sounds like a catch, dude.
Do we need to have our own dating app? There's got to be an ST6 out there that just heard all that. It's like, you a little curious.
Wait, she has her own house. She's got a cute dog. She's financially stable, and she's a go with the flow girl.
Yeah, send your submissions to our email, and we'll maybe forward them along. Yeah. Maybe we'll forward it to Courtney. Who knows? Send your picture and what you do, PT6, for a living, and like why you could be her PT sicko or whatever. Yeah. Maybe we'll make love here.
Or if you're a ST6er that wants to be a future PT sixer, you know?
Yeah. What advice would you give? I feel like it's hard. Obviously, what's up? You got advice? All right.
From our Seaman Team Sixer.
All right. Advice from Chef, our Seaman Team Sixer.
What was her name again?
Courtney.
Courtney, I'm very serious when I say that. Go find the guy that, if you're from Michigan, when the Maize and Blue are on, he's screaming at the TV. Now, that sounds crazy off the bat, but let me tell you, there's no one more loyal than a man who screams at at the TV during a game while his favorite college football team is playing. I will stand by that to the day I die.
Yeah.
You get a guy who is like, I don't care no, it doesn't matter if losing is not an option.
Yeah.
And that's a guy that's going to stick with you through thick and thin, especially if he comes from, I'm wearing a Nebraska shirt, finding any Cornhuskers. Those are loyal people.
Yeah.
You know, any Big Ten team, a lot of SEC squads out there. Those are the winners right there. And then you just got to put up with the fact they scream at the TV, but that's okay.
So a fan of college football, a sicko fan of college football.
NFL franchise.
Or good NFL franchise. Or good NFL
they have a
franchise.
sport and a team that they love. Maybe Courtney's not a sports girl.
I would say this to Courtney as far as where I found the most success dating / how I met Jill, because I was set up on a blind date, is you were set up on a blind date too, Derek. You were too. I would say friends that you are very close with that know you, know what you love, and love you, and want to see the best for you, want to see you succeed. Finding people that are like-minded to that friend group that you really resonate with and being set up, I think is a great way to meet somebody that would be awesome.
Yeah, I think that's great advice. I couldn't.
I'm not a guru. I truly am not a love guru.
I didn't have a lot of game either. I can only imagine what the dating world's like now, because a lot of it is unfortunately on the apps and everything else. I would say dip your toe in it. You probably don't want to pour a lot of energy into it because you seem like a real one. and you don't want to mess around with the nonsense or the bullshit, but maybe there's a gentleman or a potential PT sicko on the apps.
Yeah.
And you guys just you haven't found each other yet.
Yeah. Nothing against the apps.
Nothing against the apps at all. But, obviously it's like dudes ain't shit. So a lot of times you're on there, guys are trying to get car washed, have a little bit of fun, surface level, keep it surface level, maybe go on a date, and that date they want something to happen that night or that action. Like, you know who you are, you know what you're worth. And so if you're interested in getting to the dating scene, it's just, I feel for her when she's like, I don't hit the bars that often. It probably seems like a hassle doing that. And I get it. But if that's what Polini calling me.
I love that so much.
Hey, Coach Bo, you gotta
a dating advice?
Yeah.
Good Lord, that actually, I kind of want you to do that.
Yeah. But if a priority in your life is finding a man, I would say you approach it like anything else, like no stone left unturned, like trying to figure out what the vibes are. You're going to hate some of them, but it's worth trying.
Yeah.
But Courtney finds somebody. She seems like a good one. Somebody who's bought their own house, has their own shit together, laid back vibes.
Bro, she sounds like a chiller. And yeah,
29 is nothing. I found mine at 31. Loads of time left. 29, you got loads of time.
I got married at 30, Courtney. I got married at 30.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Rue is what? 3? How old am I?
You're 4 years older than me.
36.
You're 36.
Rue is 3. So yeah, I got married at 32.
Yeah.
I got married at 32. You have plenty of time.
You got plenty of time.
I know those fears are real, but you don't want the fears to be so real that you're forcing the issue.
And you settle.
Yeah. It's like continue to pour into things that give you energy.
Yeah.
And the things that don't, do away with them. I'm telling you, at some point you're gonna find your person.
And if you find your person through things that bring you life and bring you joy and happiness, I would say 9 times out of 10, that's going to be a winner.
Yeah.
Whether that's hobbies, friends, family, whatever.
That's a good question. It's kind of a tough question.
It's a tough question.
Especially without knowing Courtney and knowing, more context and everything else.
And respect to her for trusting us with that.
Yeah. I have an email here from Hector Santa Maria. What's up, boys? Hector here from Washington State. I'm here watching the Valentine's episode with my 5-day-old on my chest. Good. Wifey next to me getting the very much needed sleep. I had called in earlier this week saying I was in the hospital with wifey while she was getting induced. Let's just say this week has been a very traumatic one. From sitting with my wife in the labor room to getting rushed out due to needing an ASAP emergency C-section and my wife going into full anesthesia, our baby girl's heart was dropping low. Not knowing how my girls were doing, all I could do was cry. I hated the helpless feeling or the unknown of what could happen. Thankfully, our little fighter pulled through.
Come on.
Hearing or watching you guys every week has made me feel ready to be in the trenches and raise our first girl. Keep up the hard work, boys. You guys are doing the Lord's work out here. Rue, Scotty, and Scarlett will be so proud of their dads. P.S. Can Andy record himself reading the book so we can play them for bedtime? Shout out,
Andy.
There's
That's
some
a
tear
sicko right there.
We have tear jerkers. I do have a sad alert one. So while I'm just feeling the vibe, let's just dive in. By the way, Hector, shout out to you, man. There's nothing, your little 5-day-old laying on your chest while mom gets much needed sleep. It's been a grind with the kiddos at times, doing the solo dad parenting with mom out of town, but it's a grind that's worth it. It's like the diaper pail, fills up and you're sitting there pushing on it and you're like, all right, I got to take out the goddamn trash. I got to take out this diaper pail. It's smelling up the place. You got to do all these things.
Yeah.
But Rue we do sleepovers with mom out of town, or if I'm out of town, Rue will do a sleepover with mom where she sleeps in our bed. So she's been ripping with me for 4 nights in a row. And it's some of the best times of my life, dude. Of my life. Like last night I crawled in bed around 10:30 and Rue just rolls over and lays on my shoulder and I'm just smiling, kissing her on top of the head and just be like, man, it's going to fly by. It is flying by. And it is incredible because some nights, and I forgot to tell this is actually a fun little update because a while back I talked about how I hadn't read the book that my mom filled out and wrote in for me. Cracked it open over these last few nights.
No, you didn't.
I did because Rue was missing mom so much that I was trying to find ways to calm her down. And I'm like, I know, sweetheart, Dada misses mama too. And I'm like, I miss my mama. and kind of telling her about my mom and talking about what happened. Oh, my mom passed away. How did so your mom died? I was like, yeah, my mama died. And she's like, how? And I'm kind of taking her through it. And I was like, my mom wrote me a little book over here. And I'm like, I miss my mama too. I miss my mama every day. Your mama's going to be back in a couple days. And that is amazing that mama's going to get to come home. And you're going to be so happy when mama comes home because I miss your mama. I miss mama too. And I empathize with you because I miss my mama. And there are things like you have your sweatshirt right here. You have things to remember her by because, again, she's going to come back. And I have a couple things that I get to remember with my mama too. You know, I'm showing her a couple photos, the wedding photos, and telling her how excited she was to meet you. And we're connecting over all this stuff just because of missing mom. And so I pull out the book because we do bedtime stories. And it felt like just the stars aligned to pull out the old book. And I'm like, you know what? Like, I'm going to read this book. And she's just filling out a bunch of things where it's like memories and asking questions and my mom growing up and when I was first born and what she, God, I hate crying, what she envisioned for me and all these things. And we're just sitting here going through it and I'm just reading to her and she'll see tears coming out of my eyes. Dad, why you said? I'm like, oh, I miss my, you know what? I miss mom too. So we can lay here together. We can cry together. Like it's, you know, mama's going to come back. It's going to be awesome. Mama loves you so much. And it makes dad feel good to talk about my mom to you.
Yeah.
Cause sadly, it's like, you'll never get to meet her. But, so your boy read the book. And honestly, when I got done the next night, she wanted to read that book. She's sitting on the bed. I have a photo. She's on the bed flipping through the book. I take a picture and send it to Charo because I'm telling her, I'm like, hey, I read the stuff my mom filled out and wrote for me. And it's been awesome. It felt like that was like the perfect moment to bring it out and do it because she was struggling with mom out of town because you do FaceTime and mom's at dinner and it's just, you know, it's just brutal. It's just brutal how much she like is sad and misses mom. And then these last few nights, we read different parts of the book. I'll be like, oh, here's a question that was asked to mom. Here's what she said. She'd be like, are those pictures, are those your brothers or are those your family? And it's, you know, it's just drawings and illustrations of other people in the book. And, but yeah, dude, each night I've gotten to like crack open that book and read just a different portion. Well, I've read through it all. It's not like the longest thing in the world, but, it's been a joy. Like it's been fun. And we get to connect over it just because of just the fact of like missing mom. Because I'm trying to tell her, I'm just like, sweetheart, and you know, I'm thinking, hey, I miss my mom too. Dad misses mama too. Your mama? Where's your mama? Beck, is it the lady that grandpa was with? I'm like, no, that's not mama. You didn't get to meet mama. And we just get to go through. I'm like, that's your grandma. You know, the pictures we see, I'm like, that's grandma. She wrote in this book. That's her handwriting. But so an update, I did read the book.
I love you very much. And I'm very proud of you. I'm very happy for you.
Thank you, brother.
That makes me very happy.
Yeah. It was good, man. It's when I got done and I'm like, you know, sitting there laying through and everything else, I was like, damn, it felt like this was the moment. Like this was how it was supposed to go down. That's what I tell myself anyway.